Good morning. Good morning. How are we? How are we? Please do indicate where you are watching me from. It's an amazing, amazing day, the day that the Lord has made. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. God richly bless you. Amazing Thursday. I always look forward to Thursday because we get to unpack a number of things that affect our lives. And we are in the last quarter of the year, and so much has happened. So much is going on in our lives. But I think what is important is that you are still alive. Okay, you are alive today. And because you are alive today, you have something to contribute. You have something to do here on earth. So today we are going to continue with our School of Marriage because we are about to launch the School of Marriage, and I would like to give you a few highlights on the issue of marriage because I think everybody here, whether you are in it or you are out of it, you may be going in it. Whatever it is that is going on, there is something that is happening concerning the area of relationship. And therefore, relationship mastery is very, very important. And mastery is not management. Mastery is mastering your own emotions or your own reactions to situations. That is mastery. It's like time mastery. It's different from time management. Time management is where you say, this time I'll do this, the other time I'll do that, and you have put up a timetable. You are doing time management. But time mastery is where you know that what I am doing right now requires my focus, my undivided attention, and I'm in my resourceful state so that I can achieve in 1 hour what has been scheduled maybe for 2 hours. Because of your energies and your focus, you will find that the time mastery, you will accomplish more. But not only accomplishing more, you will also have a fulfillment that will give you energies for the next assignment. So it is with relationship mastery. Each and every individual must have understanding of how you will master relationships. And mastering a relationship is more about you, the person, on what it is that you want to achieve in that relationship, what you want to gain from that relationship, what you want to give in that relationship. And so today we are going to talk about the issue of dealing with infidelity. I get to have a lot of conversations and a lot of sessions in the many years of my being a relationship expert. The issue of infidelity is going to be a module. And why is it going to be a module? It is because I think it is important for each and every person to learn how to respond to issues of infidelity. Now, when we are saying how to respond to the issue of infidelity, we are not saying that infidelity must be there. We are not saying that, when you're getting married, expect your partner to cheat. That is not what we are saying. What we are saying is that you are only in control with your life. You only know you. You only value you. You only know what you can do with your body, and therefore you are not in control of another person. The fact that you are not in control, you have to have that understanding or inbuilt knowledge that because you are not in control with one's feelings or one's actions, therefore, if they had to do something, what are you supposed to do? If they did something outside the confinement of marriage, how are you supposed to respond? Now, lack of preparation and lack of knowledge. It's like when you are talking about insurance. You are not saying, I want to be in an accident. That's why I am consistently paying for insurance, every year. When you pay for funeral, policies, and or you are not saying I'm dying tomorrow. You are saying, peradventure, if this thing happens, this is what must happen. So do not be scared or do not shy away from having knowledge about issues of infidelity. You may also be the one who has done that. So quickly, let me talk about the person, an individual who has gone through, who has cheated on the partner. Let me talk about, what you're supposed to do when you are the one who has cheated. Okay, because we usually concentrate on the other person has done this, but I want you to know that actually the person who has also done whatever it is that has happened, they are equally, in a very, in a confused state, especially if their partner discovers. They are also victims. They also go through so much that they are also not prepared on how they can actually come out of that depressed environment. Because remember that even when they go before a coach or a counselor, the counselor concentrates more on the person who has come to report the other person. How about the one who has actually cheated? All right. So now, first and foremost, it is important to understand that when you find yourself in that state, you've got to introspect. Okay, is this about value systems? Going into childhood, how did you view marriage? Okay, what are the values of your marriage? What is your mission statement in your marriage? When you look at your partner, what really happened in the beginning of your marriage? Because there are some people who actually did not love their partner. They found themselves married maybe because they got pregnant. Okay, they were just flirting, and the next thing they are pregnant, and then parents come in and they say, look, because you're pregnant, you are going to marry the person you've impregnated, or the person who's pregnant, and so on and so forth. And you find that the person is not really ready to get married, but they found themselves in that marriage because of the circumstances. Also, there are some individuals who get married because their friends in their circle have gotten married, and so they become impatient. And the next person they find who shows a few signs here and there, they cling to that person, and eventually they get married. So really getting to introspect, okay, getting to introspect yourself and really checking out what is it that is leading you to love another person other than your spouse is very important. Because the issue of just shooting into the person, or the person doesn't listen, or the person is like this and like that, it is not actually probably the truth. Because what you are trying to do is you are just trying to assume, and that is not really the issue. So getting into having an understanding of foundations, background, values, and all will help you as an individual to start working on the causes of why you feel that having an extramarital affair will probably solve a particular problem. There are some people who have been hurt. Okay, they've been raped, they were hurt emotionally, they were disappointed several times. And so when they've entered in marriage, yeah, they are so hardened that they don't actually appreciate what they have, because to them it's nothing. Marriage is just another, something that you wear a white dress, and the next thing is that having children. So they don't actually really have an understanding of why they've said, I do. So really, there are so many things we will be talking about in the school of marriage with regards to infidelity. We will attend to an individual who has also cheated. And I want you to know, if you're listening to me right now and you have cheated on your partner, or you are cheating on your partner, it is important for you to introspect and begin to find reasons why you are doing what you're doing. because the more you're doing what you're doing, the more you are hurting yourself, because that gap or whatever you think will happen when you have an extra affair will not actually happen, because you are simply just tormenting your life. That emptiness nobody can cover. Others say that the reason why I'm cheating on my spouse is because my wife does not respect me. Okay, so someone somewhere temporarily gives them respect, or talks to them in a certain way. Others say that my spouse doesn't know how to make love, and that is why I found myself doing what I'm doing. Other women say, oh, because he does not provide. He doesn't provide, and I do not really enjoy being in his presence, or he's just not present. So because of his lack of presence, there was a man who was present. He spoke what I wanted to hear. He touched me in the way I wanted to be touched. Now, as long as that person is not your spouse, it is a temporal gratification, and anything that is temporal is not sustainable. You will actually find yourself empty again if you have a conscience. You will still feel empty, because this that you're doing, that's why you are hiding. That is why you are putting passwords on your phone, changing passwords, and always, when you receive a call, you have to hide from your spouse. You've got to go speak in the toilet. Oh my God, that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. All you need to know is that something is wrong with you as a person. All that which you are giving as an excuse of you going outside marriage is just but you who has a problem, and you need to find the cause. Stop giving Panadol to a tumor in your head. That headache that you are having can never go by you taking aspirin. It can never go. Let us get into surgery, remove the tumor, and that problem is going to be sorted out. So we need to introspect on causes. So interrogate yourself. Is it a lack of a male figure in your life, in your upbringing, that has caused this gap crisis? You are so emotionally bound or emotionally open, and you are fragile, and you become vulnerable to every word that a man speaks. I usually make it very, like simple. Do you know that if you collapse by words that you have read, it's basically a mixture of the alphabet, A, B, C, D. I love you, babe. Babe is just Babe. In our time, it had no meaning. It had to do with a baby, like a baby. Yeah. So now, because of the meaning that you have attached to those words based on your own, bound mind, when somebody, writes certain words into your phone, you begin to entertain that alphabet. You begin to entertain, a proper arrangement of different letters, and you collapse and you die into those words. Listen to me. That is just an arrangement and proper arrangement of words. It may not even have the meaning that you are attaching from the sender. So if you collapse and you die because of words, oh, because he did not tell me I'm beautiful, he did not say this, so there's somebody who's doing that on the phone, my workmate is doing that in the phone, my friend, you have a problem. Let us help you. And there are different steps of finding self that we get to take, people like yourself go through. By the time you are done with our sessions, I want you to know you would have uncovered yourself. You'd have found yourself. You will begin to pursue purpose. You begin to love you. You begin to treasure you. You begin to build your self-worth. Nobody, listen to me. Listen, nobody out there will give you self-worth Nobody outside you will build the love. If what you're doing, actually, you do not love yourself, how do you expect to be loved when you actually, what you're doing, you don't love yourself? Would you marry you in your state? Would you marry a person like you with how fragile you are when it comes to love things? Would you love you? So if you cannot love you, if you cannot want to love a person like you, then my friend, we need to do some work. And in the school of marriage, we are going to provide information and a journey that will take you to finding yourself and to know that this that you are, you deserve better than the way you are treating yourself. That hiding from your husband and perpetually changing passwords, ensuring that you are answering in the toilet, or you even have a spare phone, a little spare phone somewhere that you have hidden in the wardrobe. Come on. Life is so beautiful to live in prison. You have imprisoned yourself. You are actually not cheating on your spouse. You are cheating on yourself. You are cheating on yourself. Would you marry you? Would you want a spouse like you? That is where it all starts from. And that is the journey of no condemnation, but bringing the best out of you. And the journey is amazing. In the school of marriage, we pay attention to the so-called the cheater. You are not supposed to kid yourself beyond what has happened, especially when whatever it is that has been happening in secret has been discovered. You deserve better. Do not allow your spouse to talk down perpetually on you. You cannot allow staying in that relationship where the other spouse keeps on interrogating you and destroying you. You can't allow that. And therefore, it is important for you to seek for help. Now, because this will be a module, we will talk more when we speak about, when we get into the school itself. I'm just giving you highlights. But as you know, when I'm giving highlights, it's like a whole full lecture. Let's talk about now the person who's very offended, the person who's been cheated on. Yeah, because many times the person who's been cheated on feels justified, to keep on interrogating the other person, talking down upon the other person, really, really making the person feel bad as much as, because they think they are the only ones at that point who need help. I want you to know, focusing on that problem, focusing on what your spouse has done, you are killing yourself. So here is the ratio, or here's the percentage. If the cheating has affected you, say 70%, what your spouse has done, okay, has affected your life, has affected your marriage, your future, your children, 70%. Your response to what has happened may take the percentage to 90% or even 95. How you respond, you may actually start self-sabotaging your life beyond what the person has done. You may find yourself destroying yourself. How do you go about self-destruction? It is by you focusing on the problem, analyzing the problem. Listen to me. That person you are interrogating and wanting the truth out of her mouth, the truth out of the situation, will never tell you the full truth. Let me tell you, let me justify what I'm saying. Why the person won't even tell you the full truth is because they themselves, they do not even know why they did what they did. Because like I told you, until you introspect, you won't actually know what is making the person to be triggered and to start cheating. So that which they'll tell you is just probably 30% truth, because they themselves, they don't even know what the cause of their behavior. So really looking for truth. Are you looking for truth to help you heal? Or are you looking for truth so that you can hate yourself even more? Too much truth may just damage you and may get you into a place where you may not find healing. So stop it. Stop that interrogation. If you have discovered by a WhatsApp that your spouse is cheating on you, that which you discovered, those words that you discovered, whatever it is, are enough. 70% of the damage that has taken place is enough, my friend. You cannot continue hurting yourself more. The person doesn't deserve you to continuously hate yourself. You do not deserve to keep hurting yourself because of the behavior of another person. You are not in control of the behavior of another person. You are not in control of what they will choose to tell you. You may hit them, you may lock them in the room, you may, whatever it is that you'd want to do, I want you to know. Truth is only known when even causes to such behaviors are known. That truth that you've known has already destroyed you. There's so much that has happened to you. You are not the same person. Your spouse is not the same person you married. And therefore, you getting more and zooming into how many times, where did it happen? How did it start? What, I'm telling you the truth. What is it that you're looking for? What are you looking for? Some people answer to say, the reason why I want truth is because when I know truth, then at least I can start healing. No, my friend, you won't know truth. Tell you, you will not know the real truth. All right, let me tell you this. If you asked me today, so I ran an organization called Project Life Design. And then you asked me, so how did you reach here? How did you start? You are so successful. Tell us about your success. Do you know that my answer to your question is based on my state that particular moment? Am I in a happy mood? What is going on? Also, the way you've asked the question, who you are. The way I will respond to my brother, my sister, my mentee, my leader, and will be totally different. Same question. Same question will have different answers. And I may start from 2 years ago to answer you that question. How did you start? I may actually just give you a few highlights. I won't tell you. Every is not wired to speak the entire truth. Environment dictates what you have to say. So if she's under duress and you are interrogating, say the truth. Tell me, where did you meet? How did you meet? What really happened? Because of the tone of your voice and what is going on, she will respond in a certain way compared to how she will respond to her own mother, her sister, or before a coach or before a counselor. Totally different. So, dude, that interrogation won't give you truth. Hello, my friend. I want you to know your husband won't tell you the full truth. You will cry. You will show emotions, become hysterical. You will leave the bedroom. You will throw toys and throw what? You will never know the full truth. So really what you call, may I know the truth? I don't know what you are looking for. You deserve better. You deserve healing. And therefore, you've got to begin working on what you want. You cannot continuously, oh my God. Do you know that you're supposed to pay for this session just now? You are supposed to start focusing on what you want. Because remember, the healing That has to start with you. That healing starts with you making a decision to want to heal, because as you've discovered just that one thing, what else has been going on behind the scene? Now that you've known that particular piece of information, what else don't you know? And therefore, you cannot control that person. You owe yourself life. And therefore, learn what to tell your mind, learn which folders to pull in your mind. Like I always say, he hasn't done anything to anger you. She hasn't done anything to anger you. Your anger is measured by the folders that are in your mind and what you have attached to what you heard. That is why response to what has happened differs, because of the folders that we have, our mindset. What does cheating mean to you? When you have read that WhatsApp, I love you, babe. I miss you. Oh, you treated me so well. What happened today? I'll never forget. Whatever the words are, how you read those words and the meaning you attach is up to you. It's your mind. Your mind will connect those alphabets and put in the meaning from your folder to actually give meaning that angers you. So, what angers you is not the actions, it is not the words. What angers you are the meanings you are attaching and zooming into the situation, imagining, like some people would say, I always imagine that this is what she or he was doing with another person. Every time we want to be together, why I'm failing to heal, it's because when he tells me, can we do this? I'm thinking, oh, is this what you did with the other person? My friend, hey, self-sabotage. You were hurt 70%. You are now at 85. You need me. I need to talk to you. Let's get into this journey to help you. You cannot destroy yourself further. You are not the victim. You are not the one who went into adultery. So why are you messing your life up? Why are you destroying your life? Is he that worth? Is he so much a God in your life that you cannot breathe? Why are you getting depressed because of what someone chose to do with his body? Why are you killing your heart? Your heart right now. If you were supposed to die at 90 years, you would die at 85 because you have messed up your heart. Your arteries and your veins cannot take you to 90 years. If anything, when you even try to cross to 86, 87, you will be an old woman, old man who will trouble your family because of the pain you are entertaining day by day, focusing on things you will never know full truth to. Because even the one in our language say kazichite, even that person who doesn't even know why they did what they've even forgotten. So when you are interrogating, they are trying to remember what you are saying. They're trying to, especially men. Sex to a man means different means things. Sex to a woman means this thing, people don't kill yourself for, because it means different meanings to different people, and what you are touching is totally different. The person just relieved himself and moved on. He doesn't even probably have an attachment with that person, and you are busy killing yourself, killing your heart, sentencing yourself to ventilators so that your heart won't perform at some point. Hey, my friend, let's get you into the school of marriage to help you understand, to help you mitigate on some of the things that may cause you so much pain. In the school of marriage, we are ready for you, and the school is about to start. We will take you through different navigation so that you can know how to respond. You owe yourself love. You owe yourself greatness, self-worth. The person and what they did has no meaning until you give it meaning. So you are in charge of your life. Thank you so much. So we're getting ready for our conference in South Africa. at Liberty Center, tomorrow at 6 p.m., Saturday 6 p.m., and Sunday 9 a.m. You cannot afford to miss our conference because we have great speakers. We are going to help you just, get to another level of life. Remember, we want to transform your lives and not only tell you what it means to go to heaven, but whilst you are here on earth, you need to live a fulfilled life. And on the 2nd of October, we are in Windhoek, Namibia, to do the boot camp. So if you come from Namibia, please do get in touch with me in my inbox and I'll be able to guide you on what to do. See you tomorrow, those who are in Joburg. Shalom, shalom.